For those that don't know your story, why did you get into the ice and breathing training in the first place? This is from like 2 years old, you're always in the cold, or?
Yes, actually, if you go back, way back, I was born traumatically. I was one of the twins, identical twins.
Wow.
And they never knew there was another one. And I came almost too late. Like blue, purple,
wow.
in the cold of a whole way. That's where I came. And my mother was very religious, like naive, religious, strong. As a woman, very strong. She made this invocation, and she told me later, oh God, let this child live. Because they were to go to cut her open,
wow.
and to get the baby out. And she was in fear about that. She was being pushed from the recovery room to the operation room. And in the hall, just before entering the rubber doors of the operation room, she just got me out with the words, oh God, let this child live. I will make him a missionary. Here I am, the missionary. So I got a mission, but at that moment I was a piece of nothing.
Right.
Like purple. With that invocation, a mother has power.
Wow.
And naive or not, she can change the world.
Wow.
There, she can make it hard, like a tattoo on your soul. And that's what happened.
Wow.
And
when did you start
I was
doing?
always different than my identical twin brother.
He's still alive?
Yeah, sure. And he's alive, but he's not able to do what I do. Because I do what I do, because I had different experiences coming there from. Imprinted my soul, imprinted my type, my character. It was there, boom. And always being different than him, but 100% genetically the same. So then they did all the studies on us. And then they saw, it's genetically the same, but he is not able to do what he is. And that's because of the training.
Wow.
So
if he did the training, would he be able to do it?
Yes, and he's doing it now.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And he's healing a lot of people now.
Yeah.
And it's happening. And everybody who is doing this is able to pass it on and get the same results we scientifically have achieved.
Amazing.
The autonomic nervous system, endocrine system, the immune system, and the deepest part of the brain are now accessible at will for anybody who does this properly.
And when did you start getting into this? Was this teen years or?
I think, this is like a subcurrent within, when I was 12, I was reading on psychology and Buddhism, and I was always a little bit strange, looking for things out there.
Right.
And wherever I go to get my hands upon, I was into. And when I was 17, I already read so many books, so many religions, traditions, cultures, esoteric disciplines, yoga, kung fu, karate, anything I could do, I had done. And there I found the cold water.
Really?
In a morning, Sunday morning, thin layer on the ice, on the water. And looking around, I just undressed myself, went in, and I knew from the inside, this is it.
Wow.
It connects you. And this is what
you can't think about anything else.
Exactly.
You have to think about that moment.
Oh, yes.
Present.
Yes. But it matched my birth trauma. And this is what I later figured out. I was born in the cold of the hole, almost suffocated. Too long in there, suffocate you. You get less oxygen. So the first thing you do when you go into the cold water is just you begin to breathe deep. What do you do when you get born? When you
take a deep breath.
You come with a inhale. You go with a exhale. That's it. So the cold does the same. The cold brings you right there. Like rebirthing. And I felt, beyond or deeper than thinking, you feel, this is it. I felt power. I felt this connection, which I had experienced at my birth. And at that time, I was absolutely not aware of anything. But now I was aware that I had touched on something I was always looking for.
Huh.
And that made me feel.
What were you looking for?
That trauma to get a hold on that what was imprinted inside, and that made me the other day come back
and do it again.
And 4 months later, I was able to stay. And this is not for nobody. This is me for 5 to 7 minutes under the water,
holding your breath,
holding the breath after 25 of these deep breaths. Then, because that all worked and it was great, you feel a great stillness while doing it. It's like in a fetus position. I'm out under the water, just on my own, and nobody around. And I had it always just for my own. The trees were there, no leaves, but that was my little place. Nobody could see it. And there I always trained, every day, every winter. And at a certain moment, I began to separate the breathing, and I brought it home. And then I saw all the lights and all the chakras and whatever they call in all these books, I saw it. And this time, not because of reading, but because of doing it,
experiencing it, being in it.
And that, yes. And
didn't you have an experience later in your life with where someone died in your life and you came back?
Yes, that my wife when I was 35, with whom I had 4 children and still have, and I work with them. Yeah. You saw just 2 of them.
They're great.
She jumped from an 8-story down because of mental disorder.
Really?
So severe, I mean, like here, just kissing the kids goodbye first. Love was there, but the terror was also there. And she decided to jump and go. That can be life. That can be terror of life, in life. And a lot of people are suffering in this world. I, at that moment, was earning very little, having 4 children. I was in the mountains at that present moment because making money through mountaineering and being a mountain guide and all. My kids were with the family in Spain, Basque country, and she did that.
Wow.
And that had, of course, such a great impact. It broke not only my heart, I was just shocked. You're shocked. You cannot think about it. You don't know what happened. But you have 4 children, so you take care of the children and you go on. But deeply, you are broken. Now, there I began very consciously going into the cold water, because at that moment, from there on, I had to deal with my own terror in my mind, my own worries, my own broken heart, and it all influences your thinking brain every day, every day. The cold makes your mind still.
Yeah.
You cannot picnic, you cannot think about your worries or about your mortgage or anything. You
can't breathe, you have to focus.
Yeah. And so you are surviving, and surviving is the same part as the emotion, the deep emotion. So that was the only way to still influence the emotion, creating all these bubbles in my head of the, and that's so. My children made me survive. The cold healed me, and now.
How long did it take until you started to heal?
That took I don't know, 5 to 10 years.
Really? To heal the process? Yeah.
To get it consciously to my mind. I think it took me like a month to get a hold of this anxiety inside, something like that. And then from there I just kept on doing it, of course. And I loved it as I did it before, but now it had its absolute therapeutic power.
Had a purpose too, yeah.
Now look at this, Louis. Now we are, this happened in 95.
Wow.
It's 2018. It's like 23 years ago. And now I'm a dropout from school. But now I'm teaching the professors and the doctors in all the world that we have an ability to tap into the deepest part of the brain and solve all the matters related to mental disorders and having no control.
Wow.
And there is no pill, no medicine involved. It's your own awareness, your own power. And then you get into the cold and the breathing, and we skip the breathing and the cold at a certain moment. We get in our innate control by our mind, the way the establishment doesn't like it, but the way we should have to confront ourselves with any stressor happening in the world to take care of our beloveds.
Yeah. Well, the establishment doesn't like it because it's not making them money. If you solve
that is the disease. That is the big disease, though, withholding. And I think making money, very nice, great. But I don't want pills. I don't want medicine. I want happiness, strength, and health. If you are happy, how much money do you need? You see? How much cars do you need? How much of this? If you're happy, you're happy. Yeah. So if you are able to regulate your own mood, and we found the compelling evidence of the key components of the autonomous processes in the brain related to emotion itself. I want it out there. I want professors and doctors, prove me wrong, guys, because we got it proved already in the science, but now we are with the establishment. So the establishment is there, it's very nice, you can make bridges and big buildings and all that and shoot people to the moon. Let's begin and start guaranteeing happiness, strength and health, because it's there. Boom.
Yeah.
There, your work and my work collide positively.
Absolutely, man. Can we do a 3-minute breathing exercise?
Yeah,
together,
sure.
Where you just work with me, guide me, and you tell me what to do. And if someone's watching, and if they only have 3 minutes a day to do some type of breathing exercise or a mindset.
You could do, in 4 minutes.
4 minutes, okay.
You got a push-up exercise. Mm-hmm. This is what we do. And the push-up exercise vacuums the oxygen out of you. But first we're going to oxygenize. We're going to alkalize the muscle tissue. And thus, when the muscle tissue is alkalized, it is the right chemical environment for the performance neurotransmitter to keep on going. Just to show it to yourself. Besides of that, you get deeply into the autonomic nervous system within 4 minutes.
Let's do it. Can we try it?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I'm going to ask you to do push-ups.
Okay.
Without air in the lungs.
Without air in the lungs.
Yes.
Yes.
And that is because before we are going to alkalize the blood. And that goes into the muscle tissue, and that will create the right chemical environment for the neurotransmitter performance to keep on going. Hey, what's the matter? I'm not breathing, got no air in myself, and I keep on going. What is that? That is the alchemist.
Okay.
That's you. Within 4 minutes, thus, you get so fast in your biochemistry, and you hold your breath, which is consciousness, and thus the consciousness goes into the nervous system, into the depth thought of by science. It's not possible. It's the autonomous nervous system within 4 minutes.
Okay.
I think you have 4 minutes every day. And you know what? You're going to feel great. Great, nice.
So what do I do first? Do we breathe first? Do we do push-ups first? Do we?
No. You know how many push-ups you normally do. Okay. Keep that, and now that is your baseline.
Okay.
And now we're going to do more push-ups without breathing. Is that possible? Hey, be the alchemist. He's going to show. And you're going to feel. Okay. Relax. The relaxed body is able to store up oxygen. 4 minutes. Huh? 4 minutes.
Do we sit or stand for this? Does it matter?
Oh, if you stand, you can go directly into push-up exercise.
Okay.
As you wish. As you feel. Relax. Okay, there you go. Fully in. And let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Get him up. Fully in. Let it go. Keep on going. Fully in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Fully in. Have one thing in mind. You give the best, you get the best. There we are. Fully in. Lightheadedness, loosen the body, tingling, whatever you feel, make it stronger. Breathe into it. Okay, 19, 18, we are energizing the body, alkalizing the body. Muscle tissue is becoming alkaline. Don't go. 14, fully in, go. Fully in, go. Fully in. Go! Get it in! Get it in! Go! 10, 9, 8. There you go! One thing in your mind. Give it all, you get it all. Be a mean machine. You are the alchemist. 4, 3, 2. One. Here comes the last one. To the end. Let it go. Stop. And go. No breathing. Just go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, go. 40, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, no, and the locks. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whenever you feel the urge to breathe, you can take them in and keep on going. 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, 15, right off.
Oh man.
Well done. This is the way you get deeply into the autonomic nervous system and re-regulate the adrenal axis. It's all happening because he was not breathing and he became vacuum within. Suddenly, you gotta survive. Well, a thing we never do. And it's good for you. You feel, hey, you tell what you feel. Easy does it. Easy does it. Well done, well done, well done, well done, well done.
Oh man, I wish I didn't do chest this morning, but I did a full chest this morning.
Oh yeah, sure.
But it feels good, yeah.
Yeah.
I was feeling tingly and lightheaded during the breathing.
That's good.
Yeah. But then I felt like I had a lot of energy when I was when I breathed all the way out. When I was pushing, I felt like I had a lot of energy.
That's him. That's him. That's him. That's the alkalinity in the muscle tissue, and the performance neurotransmitter acetylcholine is able to go. And normally, when it becomes sore, acetylcholine is not able to go anymore. And this could be altered for football or anything.
Sure. Do you recommend people do that 4-minute exercise every day?
Yes. Yes.
Would they do
Everybody
push-ups
has 4 minutes. No excuse.
Should they do the exercise with push-ups or just the breathing by itself?
No. With push-ups, a lot better because you get the shit out of your system.
Really? Yeah, I'm sweating. I'm toxifying it, yeah.
And you are, the adrenal axis is on, and that resets the body.
Yeah.
And that means you get into this natural biochemical state.
It's like a high.
Right on. Yes. Nice go.
Need to recover.
There is no pill, no medicine involved. It's your own awareness, your own power. And then you get into the cold and the breathing, and we skip the breathing and the cold at a certain moment. We get in our innate control by our mind,